When we talk about changing our lives, we often think about grand gestures and sweeping changes. We imagine that transformation requires big decisions and dramatic moments. But I'm here to tell you something powerful, something that might change everything for you. It's not the big things that make the biggest difference. It's the small ones. Those little habits, the ones we often overlook or dismiss as insignificant, they compound over time. And the results? They're extraordinary. One day, you'll look around and realize you're living the life you've always dreamed of. All because of the small things you did consistently, day after day. What if I told you that changing just 10 small habits could transform your entire future? Doesn't sound too overwhelming, does it? 10 little things, 10 practices you can start today, wherever you are, with whatever you have. Let me walk you through these life-changing habits, one by one. 1. Reading with purpose. The first habit is reading with purpose. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have time to sit down with a book every day. But listen closely. Reading is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. And I'm not talking about just any reading. I'm talking about reading that stretches your mind, that expands your thinking, that introduces you to new ideas and possibilities. What you feed your mind is just as important as what you feed your body. Think about it like this. Every time you pick up a book, you're holding someone's life work, their thoughts, experiences, and wisdom. Instead of waiting years to learn something on your own, you can absorb a lifetime of lessons in just a few hours. You don't need to read for hours. Even 10 or 15 minutes of intentional reading each day adds up. That knowledge compounds, just like interest in a savings account. Be selective about what you read. Choose books that challenge you, that expand your mind, that make you think. Because where you want to go in life depends on what you're feeding your mind today. 2. Journaling your journey. What do 99% of successful people have in common? They keep a journal and they use it daily. There's something powerful, almost magical, about writing things down. When your thoughts are on paper, they become clear and tangible. They're no longer just swirling around in your head causing confusion or anxiety. When you don't write things down, everything stays cluttered in your mind. You walk around with a million thoughts, ideas, worries, and plans floating around. It's exhausting, but a few minutes of journaling each day can make a massive difference. It helps you track your progress, too. There's nothing more motivating than looking back at your old entries and realizing how far you've come. Start small. Set aside 5 or 10 minutes each day to write. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just let your thoughts flow and you'll start to see the difference in your clarity, focus, and personal growth. 3. Setting daily goals. The third habit is setting goals. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you don't set goals, you're like a ship without a sail. You might be moving, but you're drifting, going wherever the wind takes you. And that's no way to live. Goals give you direction. They give you something to aim for, something to strive toward. When you have a clear target in mind, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Goal setting isn't something you do once a year on New Year's Eve. It's something you should be doing every day. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? What's one thing that, if achieved today, would make a difference in my life? Write it down. That's your target. Now your mind knows what to focus on. Your goals must be specific. Vague goals lead to vague results. Break your big goals down into smaller, actionable steps, and then tackle them one by one. When you make this a daily habit, setting small, clear goals each day, you'll be amazed at how much progress you make over time. 4. Moving your body. Feeding your mind will do wonders, but here's what we can't forget. You must also feed your body, and feed it well. Exercise is one of those habits that people either love or avoid. But it's one of the most important habits you can develop. It's not just about physical fitness. Exercise sharpens your mind. It boosts your energy, your focus, your mood. When you move your body, you're telling yourself, I'm alive, I'm capable, I'm strong. And that mindset carries over into every other area of your life. I'm not talking about hours at the gym or some grueling workout routine. A 20-minute walk, some light stretching, a bit of strength training, whatever works for you. The key is consistency. Exercise is a great metaphor for life. When you push through the discomfort, when you keep going even when it's tough, you build resilience. You train yourself not to give up. That's a lesson you can apply to anything you want to achieve. Move your body every day in whatever way feels good to you. Not only will you feel better physically, but you'll also find that you have more mental clarity, more focus, and more drive to go after your goals. 5. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude is often overlooked because it seems too simple, but it's one of the most powerful habits you can develop. What you focus on expands. If you focus on what's wrong, on what's missing, on what you don't have, guess what? You'll get more of that. But if you focus on what's good, on what's working, on what you do have, you'll start to notice more and more things to be grateful for. Gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It's about training your mind to see the positive in every situation. When you make it a habit to focus on the good, you start to attract more good into your life. It's like a magnet. How do you make gratitude a habit? It's simple. Every day, take a few moments to reflect on what you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything big. Maybe it's the fact that you woke up this morning. Maybe it's a kind word from a friend. Maybe it's the sunshine or the roof over your head. Whatever it is, take a moment to appreciate it. Write it down if you can. And over time, you'll start to notice a shift in your mindset. Your life will feel richer, more abundant, and more joyful. 6. Embracing rest. Most of us get going in the morning and don't stop until we're walking to our bed like zombies. Rest has become undervalued in our fast-paced world. We're constantly on the go, always striving for the next goal, the next achievement. But without rest, without recovery, we burn out. Rest isn't just about sleep, although sleep is incredibly important. It's about giving yourself time to step away from the noise, the stress, the constant demands of life. Have you ever noticed how your best ideas come when you're not trying to think of anything? Maybe you're in the shower or out on a walk or just sitting quietly. That's because your mind needs space. It needs those moments of stillness to connect the dots, to solve problems, to spark creativity. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle. Everyone's talking about grinding, about working 24/7, about being busy. But it's not about how hard you work. It's about how smart you work. And part of working smart is knowing when to step back, when to rest, when to recharge. Build moments of rest into your daily routine. When you rest, you come back stronger. Your mind is sharper, your energy is higher, and you're more creative. 7. Giving generously. This habit was a hard one for me to learn. I always wanted to, but I used to think I couldn't afford it. The habit of giving. There's an old saying, the more you give, the more you receive. And it's true, but not in the way most people think. Giving isn't just about material things. It's about giving your time, your attention, your energy, your kindness. When you make it a habit to give to others, you open up a flow of abundance in your own life. It's almost like a law of nature. The more you put out into the world, the more comes back to you. But here's the key. Give without expecting anything in return. Give from a place of genuine generosity, and you'll create a sense of fulfillment that can't be matched by anything else. The people who give, who really give, are the ones who seem to have the most. They have an abundance of love, of joy, of success. Make it a daily practice to ask yourself, how can I give today? How can I make a positive difference in someone's life? And watch how your own life begins to flourish in return. 8. Truly. Listening. Listening is another habit that has the power to transform not just your life, but your relationships as well. Most people think they're good listeners, but in reality, they're just waiting for their turn to speak. Listening, truly listening, is a skill, and it's a habit that can change your interactions with everyone around you. When you listen, you show respect. You show that you value the other person's thoughts, their opinions, their feelings. And that kind of respect builds trust. It strengthens relationships. It opens doors. Listening is more than just hearing the words someone is saying. It's about understanding. It's about being fully present in the moment. When someone's talking to you, don't just nod your head and think about what you're going to say next. Stop. Really listen. Pay attention to their body language, to their tone of voice, to the emotions behind their words. When you make listening a habit, you become wiser. You learn more. You understand people and situations on a deeper level, and that understanding helps you make better decisions, solve problems more effectively, and connect with people in a way that's meaningful. Start practicing the habit of listening today. It doesn't take much, just a little more focus, a little more intention. 9. Cultivating patience. Patience is one of those things we all know we need, but rarely practice. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything now: success, results, recognition. But anything worth having takes time. It takes effort. It takes patience. Most people give up too soon. They quit before they see the fruits of their labor. But the people who succeed are the ones who are willing to wait. They're the ones who understand that the best things in life don't happen overnight. Patience doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means taking consistent action, day in and day out, while trusting that the results will come in time. It's about believing in the process, even when you don't see immediate progress. Think about a seed. You plant it in the ground, you water it, you care for it. But for a while, it looks like nothing's happening. There's no visible growth. But under the surface, that seed is starting to sprout. It's developing roots. It's preparing for the moment when it will burst through the soil and grow into something beautiful. That's how success works. The roots of your efforts are growing even when you can't see them yet. How do you develop the habit of patience? Start by shifting your mindset. Instead of expecting instant results, focus on the long game. Remind yourself that great things take time, and that the work you're putting in now will pay off in the future. Patience is a superpower. When you master it, you master the art of staying calm, focused, and committed, no matter how long the journey takes. 10. Choosing your circle. The final habit, and one of the most important, is making sure you're spending time with the right people. You've heard me say it before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your environment shapes you. It influences your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs. If you surround yourself with negative, small-minded people, it's going to be incredibly difficult to rise above that. But if you surround yourself with positive, ambitious, growth-oriented people, their energy will lift you up. It will push you to be better, to do more, to reach higher. I know this isn't always easy. Sometimes the people in our lives, the ones we've known for years, aren't the best influences. But you have to make a choice. If you want to change your life, you have to be willing to change your environment. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you, who believe in you, people who are on the same path of growth and self-improvement. And it's not just about what others can do for you. It's also about what you bring to the table. Be the kind of person who lifts others up. Be the kind of friend, colleague, or mentor who inspires others to be their best. Take a look at your circle. Are the people around you helping you become the person you want to be? If not, it might be time to make some changes, because your environment will either lift you up or pull you down, and you have the power to choose which one it will be. Your call to action. These 10 small habits might seem simple on the surface, but they have the power to change your life in ways you can't even imagine. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about starting small, making little adjustments in your daily routine, and staying consistent over time. Those small habits will compound. You'll start to see the results, and before you know it, your life will look completely different than it does today. So don't underestimate the power of small habits. Start today, even if it's just one habit. Then continue to work the rest of the habits into your day-to-day. And watch how your life changes forever. Remember, transformation isn't about dramatic overnight change. It's about the small decisions you make every single day. Those little choices, those tiny habits, they're the ones that will carry you to the life you've always wanted. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. Did you know? Just one like from you can give me the motivation to create more awesome videos. And by subscribing with the notification bell on, you'll never miss out on my next amazing content. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this video or suggest a topic you'd like to see next.